Alright family, in case you didn't know, Swordburst 3 is in full blown development. I think about 7, 8, 9 months ago, I made a video on my channel talking about Swordburst 3 has officially been announced, and it was me talking about Swordburst 3 a bit and how Abstract Alex fully announced that the game is getting worked on and we can expect some stuff here soon. Now, fast forwarding towards the end of 2022, we can officially say that we've seen a lot from the game. A few has even played it myself. I played a small portion of the first test they have, and over in the Discord, which we take a look here in a bit, we've seen quite a bit of the game. We've seen quite a bit, not like a crazy amount, not an amount that we can like fully make opinions of the game, like a full-blown opinions, but we have seen, you know, some stuff. We getting some ideas of things that we can expect, and we can form some early opinions of the game. I can't say I gotta drop. No way I gotta drop. We're gonna take a look over here in the Discord. We're gonna show everything that they seen and some of the questions that they answered and everything like that. We're gonna take a look at here in a bit. But if you guys don't know, I enjoy Swordburst 3 a lot. You know what I'm saying? I love me some Swordburst. Swordburst in general. I should say Sword Art Online, man. It's a game I really enjoy. But it's a franchise that I really enjoy. And I think it's just a overall good. So I'm always looking for the next big Sword Art Online game, because I think it's a game that's meant to be a game. It's an anime about people in a game. It's just meant to be a good game. And so I'm always cheering for the next Sword Art Online game, whatever it may be. I'm cheering for it to be the best product and be a lot of fun, because man, even AAA games don't make good Sword Art Online games. So I'm always hoping and wishing and praying that the next Sword Art Online game is best. So anything I say, if I say things negative or anything positive, like, it's always in hopes that the game will improve or get better and just be a great game, because like I said, I'm always looking for the next big Sword Online game or Swordburst game or whatever the case may be. So yeah, we're gonna take a look over here in the Discord, and we can kind of show off some of the things they've shown. They answered quite a few of the questions. They showed a bit of the progress, and we can form some very early opinions of the game. So before we get into the actual game sneak peeks and all that stuff, let's take a look at some of the frequently asked questions. It says, when will the game release? There is no confirmed release date, but the goal is released before the end of December. We may begin to release soon. I don't think we're gonna get that in December. This post made back in October, so it's been about a month or so ago. But I don't feel like we're gonna get it. But we'll have to see. We'll just have to see. Will Swordburst 3 Alpha be paid? Most likely. The objective paid at release is to make sure the game runs smoothly before we release it to a majority of players. How much will paid Alpha cost? There's no confirmed price. The popular assumption is 400 Robux, but take that with a grain of salt. How many floors will be on Alpha on release? Just for the first floor. What weapon types will there be on Swordburst 3 Alpha? Longsword, rapier, greatsword, and spears. Not excited about this. I really wanted to see daggers, but in the meantime, I guess I would just grind up rapier. I really hope that we see daggers in the future. That's my favorite weapon. Will there be data resets? Highly likely. The Alpha release is intended to make sure the game runs smoothly. Expect an exclusive mount for playing the Alpha release. Will there be ranged weapons? Unlikely. The game wants to focus on close range combat to make it more fast paced. Will we be able to hold shields? Unlikely. This is still up in the air, but the reason is that shield requires you to minimize movements to increase defense, which goes again against their fast-paced game philosophy. Will the game be similar to World Zero? Unlikely. Alex has expressed interest in focusing on enhancing the game's open world experience. Both games also have entirely different development teams. Will Swordburst 3 use own avatars? Avatars will stick to one package and may limit back accessory and layer clothes due to planned 3D armors. Oh, I like that, 3D armors. Will data and game passes for Swordburst 2 transfer? Swordburst 3 is a brand new game under wildly different management. Yes, people ask. Yes, we're gonna have, you know, they're not gonna transfer. Will there be individual stats like crafting? The more you craft, fish, or mine, the more proficient you will become in each field. Pretty cool. Will the mobs keep their cartoony styles with lack of texture? This doesn't mean that mobs you see through sneak peeks won't change, but they won't look realistic or have fancy textures. So no heavy textures on the mobs, and they will stay cartoony. I prefer my stuff cartoony. I like the cartoony, but I do like texturing. I like texturing. I like textures, but cartoony, if that makes sense. Will drop rates compared to Swordburst 2? Since many items will be craftable in this game, they will be more generous. I don't have specific numbers to compare. Y'all go to the drop rates in Swordburst. Dude, it's crazy. How big will each floor be? Undecided, but probably around Swordburst 2 floors. Take that with a grain of salt. Floors are really early in development. Will there be story and lore? Yes, but the lore will be hinted through the environment cues rather than text dialogues. How fast will leveling be compared to Abstract's Alex RPGs? This process will be tested and refined in the alpha release. Will there be auras? Of course, you're going to have your auras. Will there be console support? Not as soon as you would like. The game wants to support all platforms, but console support probably won't be available in alpha release. This is difficult to implement, so it will be still being discussed. There will be mobile support in alpha though. Will there be pets? Unlikely. Developers have spoken in favor of not adding pets. I'm fine with no pets. Will the game have auto support? Yep. I'm not a fan of auto, so whatever. The game wants to appeal to many possible. Oh my gosh, will the game be challenging and difficult? About that, the game wants to appeal to as many people as possible. So at the very least, they want it to be fun. Don't lose hope. People who want difficult can expect a different type of content in later worlds. I don't like the sound of that. It seems like it's just gonna be a clicker. That doesn't sound promising. I didn't read that. I never knew about that information. That doesn't sound promising at all. Like, I get favoring to everyone, that's cool, but I really hope we get some in-game like content that's challenging. Like, clicking all day is just not fun for me personally, but I get it. In-game guilds, no ideal, and blah 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 blah. All right, so let's take a look at some of the game announcements that we have seen so far. So right here, this is back in August. Right here, it says the current following systems are being designed: combat and stat systems, which stats will exist, bonuses with equipment types, skill system, mob system, and armor system. When will the game release? The goal is to have the game free release before the end of 2022. Since we haven't even got alpha yet, we're not getting free release in 2022, guys. You guys saw that later post we saw earlier. It said paid access hopefully by end 22, which I still don't think we're gonna get. Will alpha be paid access? Yes, most likely. Will it be classes? No, but you have weapon levels. Will the game be open world? Yes, each floor will have a dungeon built into the open world, so you don't have to teleport between servers.
Let's go.
Tungsten, this is a bunch of stuff that, you know, nothing too crazy. We got to see a bit of stuff here. All right, so this is where we started getting some more in-depth of the game right here. So on October 5th, we said the skill effect systems are now in, along with combat hits. Once the mobs are ready, I'll show them too. Skills have types such as fire, water, ice. However, they may also be typeless. If a skill is typeless, it will use your weapon types for the hits. Otherwise, it will override it. You will be able to apply element types to weapons when crafting, either through random chance or through a rune. More to come soon. So right here, we just look at skill. These animations are old animations. He already confirmed that these animations are super old, so you guys don't have to worry about it looking like this outdated animation. He said he just took his animations from Swordburst 2 just to show off. Answering questions about Swordburst 3 and World Zero's design differences. Will the game be like World Zero? Nope. The World Zero exists. It makes no sense to make the same game, basically. How will combat feel different? Combat will be faster paced. You guys know World Zero, you're a lot stuck in place. This game's a lot of dashing, jumping around, moving between, all that good stuff. Movement speed and jump heights will be possible perks and armor pieces. Instead of having classes, you can equip weapons as long as you meet the level requirement. And there'll be stuff like mining, crafting, fishing, and cooking. Weapon mastery will unlock various skills, although you'll be able to collect skills as well, which I love to hear. Give me skills. I love that. A few videos mentioned a few above, so the animation I just see graph from Swordburst 2, blah blah blah. No pets. Open world bosses will be a thing. World Zero is a more dungeon crawler, but Swordburst 3 is more of an open world game. Elements. This is pretty cool right here. Pretty cool right here. So for example, it says the ideal of elements is each enemy will have weaknesses and strengths rather than just predefined types. This will make more interesting than just fire, ice, water, fire, etc. Enemy will tell you the elements it's weak to and which ones it resists. It may be none or multiple. If you want to deal damage against the balls, you can equip skills and weapons that have that type. So for example, it says the crimson wiring. It's going to be weak to light and ice, but it's going to resist fire and dark. So you want to equip on your ice weapons or your light weapons and your ice or light skills so you can do more damage. So that's pretty cool. And then right here, I really like this right here. This last note says, on a quick note of skills, you may be able to, it may be usable, skills may be usable across multiple weapon types. For example, right, forward thrust. You unlock forward thrust. Now you can use it on your sword, your dagger, your rapier, your katana, your pole arm. But for example, dual spin can only be used on dual stun and dual daggers. So that's pretty cool. I like that. It confirmed dual daggers and daggers. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Right here, it just shows off a little bit of like the tracking movement. You gotta see the mobs are pretty simple so far, but it's just saying combat system is well underway. Skill system done. Attack indicators done. Effect system done. Movement system, dash and double jump done. Damage, mob animation. It just shows off a bit right here in movement. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of animations going on, but you saw off he's dashing. Very mobile, very high, fast pace. And we got to test this a bit. We got to see off some mobs. This is back at Thanksgiving right here. Or not Thanksgiving. I'm scroll too far away. I mean, scroll time skip right there. You got to see he's fighting, dashing around. You got to see one of the mini bosses, this crystal mob right here. They look a lot different in game. So like once they render in, this is Blender render, so they don't look exactly like this in game. So you gotta take that with a grain of salt. Right here, back in October, we were able to play a demo. What I will say about this demo, things just felt so easy. I hope there becomes a challenge. That was one of the, you use like just dash, jump, slash. You just wait and get hit. So hopefully the difficulty increase on this area. We'll see how that goes. But from this small test, I'm fine with the movement. I just want there to be a bit of a challenge. This is just not brain dead, mind numbing easy. You know what I'm saying? Like I get that they want to cater to everybody, but it's not catering to the people who like a challenge. If you catering to everybody, you cater to the people who don't like it hard. That's not catering to everybody, in my opinion. So right here we see just some different mobs right here with texture and stuff like that. Another update right here says we have weapon type implemented, so we can support one hand and two-handed weapons. Still don't have animations done. Sheathing is now in. Toolbars now in. Mob system has improved. Floor run is being built. Inventory equipment system is in. And then what's next? We're gonna work on XP, mastering level, enemy attack effects, great sword animations. Decide if we want to prioritize rapiers and spears, which they said they prioritize rapiers already. More UI, sound effects, and music. And you guys can see just like a look at the boss right here. He has some really cool animations. Really cool animations. But once again, he's walking and dodging all of his attacks. So it's not even using freaking dashing or jumping. He's just like walking past and dodging all his attacks. So it's just really mind-numbing easy at the beginning, but you're not getting hit by any of those attacks. And right here we see some more mobs on floor 1. We see a bit of him like just moving around, fighting mobs, stuff like that. Just hope we get a bit of a challenge, you know what I'm saying? I hope, but we'll see how that goes. Some more mobs, some pretty cool mobs. I think so. These are pretty good. These are pretty solid mobs you're gonna be fighting around, you know. So nothing too crazy, but nothing bad. Just normal mobs you're gonna be fighting. Right here we see, I'll look at some of the menus. We just take a look at the great swords, the rarities. Because like the enhancing system, but like upgrading it to it. We see like the skills right there, the different types, the rarities, the armors, the crafting, the accessories, all this stuff. Burst is probably auras, your stats. You know what I'm saying? Just get a look at the UI. I feel like the UI is a little bit basic. I thought it'd be a little bit more better, but it's not bad either. Right here, this is gonna be our floor 1 boss mob. I think he looks pretty good. Not a fan of like his weapons. If his weapons are gonna what we get from drops, I don't really care too much. But I think overall the mob looks pretty cool, and I hope the boss fight is fun as well. And then right here it says here's a little look at the town's teasers. Right here, nice little town, nice little builds and everything. Yeah, so far that's all we got from the game. How did I die? Who killed me, man? That's all we got from the game so far as looks. Let me know what you guys think about the game. Right now, I think if I would say should you be excited for the game, I think you should be excited because like if Abstract makes a game, right, it's gonna get supported for a while. We're going to see at least several 4s. It's going to be at least relatively successful and get players. So it's going to be a game that's going to work compared to like, you know, a lot of these other sort of runners about small time sales who just don't have the funds to support these games. Alex is not the case. He has the money, he has the funds to support the games, and you know, get all these unique mobs and the animations and all this stuff, and you know, you better get that. With other games you don't get them, but I do think with Abstract as well, you lose a bit of the uniqueness and like the effects, because like he doesn't like ever go like crazy in the area. Not saying he can't, it's just something he doesn't typically do. So we're not going to get like the anime side of it, because like he's part of the anime community, but like, you know what I'm saying, he's not like the updated community. We're getting like these cool slashy effects and stuff like that, so we're gonna get outdated in that area, but we're gonna just see how it goes, man. I'm interested in it. I don't want to say, I don't think you should be excited just yet. Like excited, I do think it should be on your radar. It's something you should be, you know, mindful of and keeping an eye out for it, but I don't think it's, I haven't seen anything yet that's like, oh yeah, this is a game to be excited for. And that's just my personal opinions, but I am interested in it, and I love Sword Online games. So for me personally, I'm excited just to see. I'm excited because it's a potential of a Sword Online game. Not that I think this game is going to be that Sword Online game, but hopefully it does. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, otherwise, that's about it for me. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you smash the like button. To the channel, go subscribe. Let me know your thoughts down on Swordburst 3 down in the comment section. Otherwise, that's about it. I'm gonna catch you guys later to the iBeMaine. I'm signing out. Peace.